All right, our annual trip to Valparaiso, Indiana, and Amhurst Asylum. Now, last year, I believe Amherst was pretty good. Is that right?
He's usually very
it was really,
good.
really
Yes,
good.
at times excellent.
Now, we've been there many times, and I don't know, it seems to me sort of that one year it's great, the next year it's okay. The next year it's great again, the next year it's okay. So was this a great year or was it an okay year?
Unfortunately, I have to say it's an okay year. I look forward to Amherst. I love Amherst, and I'll keep going back. It's not like one of those like, oh, it was a bad year, I'm done. No, I look forward to that. That's one of my haunts. So, but this year, unfortunately, it just, yes, the sets were the same, and they have great sets. I mean, everything, they have like the old wheelchairs and the toys and the stuff. You know, it really feels like you're in this old abandoned type, you know, mental hospital from like what, the 1930s or 40s. When does it take place, would you say? Is it 40s or maybe 50s?
Somewhere,
I don't know,
maybe
but
the
they play
50s.
like the old time music, and I like that. I mean, that to me, the whole setting is cool. Now with Amherst, yes, the sets are great, but it all depends on the actors. Sometimes the actors are fantastic to the point where like I'm laughing and just having a great time and don't want it to end. This year, however, you know, I can't say, I mean, it wasn't that all the actors were bad, but I wouldn't say that any of them were really bad, but they just didn't have what they had in the past. They weren't quite as entertaining. There were a couple like standouts though. There was a girl in this room where there's like a strobe light and there's like a sheet you have to go under, and I know she was great. Yeah, she was in there, and I thought she was very effective. There was another guy with this weird mask that would just kind of pop out and then he'd be gone, and then he'd pop back out again, like a brownish mask. He was good. And then there was another one too, like another weird type mask that just showed up closer to the end of the haunt. And then there's like the moss guy in the outdoor area. This year, I just feel that there weren't, maybe it was because there was not as many actors, but I mean, the actors they had were pretty effective, but it just weren't as many. And some of them are into it, some of them weren't. And it just, like you said, sometimes it's fantastic depending on the actors. This year, I would say it was okay. I mean, I still enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it because I love Amherst. It's one of my favorites every year. And of course, they have that little surprise baby, like there's a surprise animal in there too. I'm not gonna give it away, the kitten, and I love that. Oh, that's the best part of the haunt. I love that. So anyway, I'm gonna give Amherst this year. I'm gonna give it 3.5 chainsaws.
Amherst Asylum is a great haunt that we go to every year. We always make it part of our Northwest Indiana haunts that we go to. It's always a must-do for us. But it does seem to be that, seems like every other year, sometimes it's excellent and the next year it's just okay. And this year, unfortunately, as Laura said, it was just an okay haunt. And the reason, I think, is because the layout of Amherst is always the same. They mentioned to us that they had changed a lot of their layout, but I only noticed in particular one room that appeared to be different. Everything else appeared to be almost exactly the same. So if you've been to Amherst, and we have this sort of experience in other haunts too, some haunts don't change their layout that much. You kind of know where you're going to go. We know the types of rooms, we know the areas and what is usually in them, and it's generally not a surprise. So it's the actors that make the difference, because the sets can only go so far. You can have the same sets all the time. If the actors are different, the experience is different. And this time around, unfortunately, the actors, as Laura mentioned too, weren't always that into it, it seemed to be. Some of them just seemed kind of there. There were one or two standouts. I would agree with Laura about the girl in the room where we had to go under the sheet. She was really kind of funny and creepy in a way. And she had this one eye that looked like a milky sort of no pupil eye. And she kept wanting to take my hat, which I thought was kind of funny. And then the other guy that kept following us sort of from room to room, and he would jump out. So there were a few standouts in there. But overall, it was more of going from room to room, and a lot of the rooms were empty. I think they were a little short on actors, which, again, I can understand it's opening weekend, but on the other hand, as one of our fellow horror tours likes to say, if you're going to be in the playoffs, you got to be ready at game 1. You can't be ready at game 3. So it's understandable. Opening weekend, everybody should be there. So in any case, I still enjoy Amherst. I just didn't enjoy it as much this year, and I will also give it a 3.5. Just for the sets alone, I'll give it a 3.5.
This one, it just seemed a little more laid back, which, you know, I mean, for one, I don't know, it's just kind of cut. I lost my train. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, let me know when I can start again. Where should I start off?
You were saying this year.
Okay.
So just start with this year.
Yeah, this year, it didn't have, I mean, like you said, it might have had been due to, like, not as many actors. Of course, we went on opening weekend. That could have made a difference. Maybe they just weren't. Oh, no, I hiccuped. Hang on.
We're getting so many blooper reel items.
I know, this is terrible. All right, where should I start again?
This year.
This year.
Maybe we'll finish this review this year.
Yeah, maybe we will. This year, it just, I think.
Or maybe not.